everybody. I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKill, with my favorite sport co-host,
James Jerwin.
and y'all finna get served with J&J Sports, episode 60, our big 60th episode. James, how you feeling today, man?
Another Friday, and just because it's raining, that's not going to stop us from putting on a great
At
show.
all. It's not gonna stop nothing. As you guys can see, we're dressed to impress today. It's a big achievement for us, man. We are 40 away from 100. We appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us, and we're gonna keep it going. So, and we got a special treat for y'all at the end. So, our first topic, man, I had to kind of cover this, and this one's kind of gonna hit home for us, man. PGA golf. I heard some bad news, man, honestly. So the talented golfer Grayson Murray, he died at 30 by suicide. James, I ain't gonna lie, when I heard this, it hit me. Like, it was crazy. This tragedy really left a dent in the golf world. Have you heard anything about this news, man?
Yeah, this was a shock.
Yeah.
This was a big shock. And, I'm just wondering about how the golf world is going to respond to this.
Oh, man, they're not responding too good. I actually seen a video of one of the guys that was playing with him in the tournament, and he just broke down crying. Like, it's sad to lose anybody to suicide because, it's still a real thing that's going on, and I think a lot of people still don't take it as serious. So the parents announced this past Sunday that he committed suicide that Saturday morning. He was planning a tournament that Friday, but he wasn't able to finish it for some reason. I guess I don't know, man. It's had to be something mental. Just to get us started, man, how devastating is this for Grayson's family and I guess just the whole golf industry?
This is majorly devastating.
Yeah.
And in general, I hope that this is going to bring a major focus to mental health for all golfers and really anybody who's in the sporting world. When something like this happens, it leaves everybody else wondering, how to pick up the pieces, how to get everything back together.
Yeah, it does. It's so unreal for me, man. Really devastating the fact that he was so talented and young still. I mean, 30 in the golf world, you're still pretty young. It just shows you that these professional players are human too, man. They go through stuff just like we do mentally, and it's like, we kind of looking at them on TV, we're thinking, well, they're okay, everything's good, they're making all this money, but it could be something mentally like depression or anything, you know what I mean? So if we kind of look at some of his achievements, man, he was number 58 ranking, he won 2 PGA Tour events, and he's an 8-year golfer, veteran, pretty much. It's just sad, man. So they said that Murray had battles of depression and alcoholism. But his family all stated he was loved by everyone. So it couldn't have been a family matter. Do you think it's a family matter?
Yeah, it's definitely a family matter because he was part of the family.
Yeah.
But, something like this happens. You just have to wonder about what was going on in his head leading up to this.
Because, it couldn't, because if he was loved, like they said, which we don't hear from his mouth. Why that route? It had to be something that he was going to. He was probably hiding from his family that he was going through. It could have been golf. It could have just been self-esteem. It could have been a lot of things, man, honestly. Just to keep us going. So were these two things the main factor of his death? Or do you think it was just something completely different?
I think it was what was going on with him.
Yeah.
And really, sometimes people don't always share or talk about, what's going on in their life. And
yeah.
Something like this happens, and it should be a focus for everybody paying attention that, if you need help, if anything's going on, reach out to someone for help.
Yeah.
There are people around, there's resources that can help.
No, really. I think these two definitely played a major part. At the same time, throughout his career, they say he was suffering with mental health issues for a minute. So, that on top of alcohol is just not a good mix. It's not a good mix at all, man, honestly. So, the parents of Murray said that they should continue the tournament play because that is what Murray would have wanted. I'll let you start it off, man. Do you agree with that? Or, why or why not?
I do agree, mainly because there's other people involved in the tournament, and also, his parents, they knew him. So if he would have wanted the tournament to continue, then that's probably what they should do. But
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I see that, but I would have to disagree because I feel like this was a death situation. I feel like maybe if this was like he had a regular incident injury, something like kind of like a Tiger Woods accident or something like that. But nah, man, this man ended his life during this tournament, so I feel like they should kind of the main focus shouldn't be golf right now. Because I mean, they can push back the tournament anytime. They should celebrate this man's life because we got to. He's not just some rookie golfer. He's been playing for almost 10 years.
he's accomplished.
Yeah, he's accomplished so much, and a lot of people look up to him. And I feel like continuing right now at this moment, a lot of people wouldn't be mentally there just thinking about this man and his death and all of that. I also think that they should be checking up on all the golfers during the tournament if they're going to continue. Like, hey, are you mentally good to keep playing? If not, we understand. And if it's at a point where it's a lot of them saying like, nah, I don't think, I'm still trying to process, then they should just push it back a little bit, man. Honestly, some things are just more important than sports, just in general. Mental health, a lot of that. Uh, what could be done to help not just golfers but all athletes around the world with like mental issues? You think?
That's a really good question, and not everybody needs the help, but maybe we could look at it as almost like exercise.
Yeah.
So, if you feel like maybe you need the extra help, and talk to somebody on a weekly basis, a monthly basis. Do something about it, because I think that's maybe one of the main takeaways from this is that people need to be focused on their mental health, just like they are the physical health, their financial health, whatever.
All of that. Yeah, I think mental is the main one because without the mental, you really can't do all the other ones. Yeah, they need to be more counselors checking up on them weekly. Because you don't know what a person truly is going through, and you never know. You might be the stick between life or death for them. Just giving them some good advice, encouraging words to change that person's perspective. That's why always, guys, it's so important to how you treat people because you never know if that's the end of the rope for them. They could be reaching out for help and you discourage them, and now, yeah. So it's very serious, you guys. Y'all let us know how y'all feel. My prayers goes out to Grayson's family, just the whole golf world, and as far as the tournament, take y'all time, man. Honestly, for real. Before we go into the next one, though. I have a few sports news of the day's topic, of course. So the Saints defensive end Tanoa Kapasagnan tore his Achilles in the offseason. So it's not really good news, but it's still pretty early. So I think he should be able to recover from that. And we got a good roster for defense, too. So
yeah, that's right. The Saints do have a lot of promising talent there. Youthful talent on the defense, so it will be interesting to see.
Exactly, and plus, us being the Super Bowl this year in our city, it's gonna be a good season. The next topic we got Ty Lue. He has agreed to a new long-term contract that makes him the highest paid coach, I guess, over your boy in Miami. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, and anytime you become the highest paid anything and reset the market, it's always big news.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, the Clippers had a good season. They had a pretty good season with him, so I'd say he deserves it. We'll just see. Hopefully they can keep it going, but I think Paul George might be leaving soon, so we'll see. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. France 2024 Olympic lineup has just added both Wembanyama and Goldberg from the Timberwolves. Have you heard about this, James?
Yes, and I always love when the Olympics come around with basketball because you get NBA players who aren't from the United States, so they go back and they represent their country.
And they go back. Is France gonna be a problem for the USA? You think,
yes.
Especially with these two new add-ons?
Yes, France has a major focus on basketball, so it will be an interesting series if we get to see the
Oh
U.S.
yeah,
and France.
man. They gotta look out for him, man. Two tall players, two giants at that, and then we gotta think about Germany too. So y'all let us know how y'all feel. Y'all put in the comment sections who's your favorite, where y'all from, and who's your favorite team. Who y'all going for? And then last but not least, this one of my favorite news I heard. So EA College Football 25 college football game is getting released July 19th. So, man, I love playing college football. I don't know if you guys are a big fan, but have you heard about that, man?
Yeah, I know that they had not been allowed to make a college.
It's been a minute since
for,
they
like
made a
10
new.
years
Yeah,
or something.
yep, it's been a minute. So the fact that they're doing that, a lot of people waiting on that in GTA 6, but I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Can't wait to play it. Well, we're gonna get into our next topic, you guys.
J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.